Man, we have a problem. Not very often this happens. We got snow and it's going to get cold and I don't have time to go to the bush. Ginger's wondering what I'm up to. But my wood box has only got a few kindling sticks left in it. So for those of you that are new here, you'll see what I'm doing shortly. Thunder is warm, so let's go. When it's close and at the shed, just get out and load up a load. Time maybe tomorrow or the next day to get out in the bush if it's not too cold. Go for a ride, break out some trail. Things I do. If you guys want to come along, come along. But today we're just, we have a cold week ahead of us here. I think we're going to reach the lows, possibly as low as minus 25 Celsius. So we're just going to fill the wood box up here with at least a week's worth of wood. And then we'll get out to the bush and we can cut some and bring it in nice and dry. But I came here with a trailer load through this here the other day. Didn't even stack it, didn't have time. I had to take off, do a little hunting, so we're just going to clean some of it up and put her in the cabin. So check out my wood box and you'll see what it's all about. Yes. I built this cabin so that I could just walk up here and fill my wood box. No packing it through the house. A lot of things you have to think about, especially you got to bugger that back like I do. How much bending are you willing to do? Because some of my days, I know if you followed me for a while, looks like I'm always busy. But I have lots of days that I just overdo it because my brain says go and then my body says no, and then I just have to take a day. Sometimes lay on the floor for a couple hours, just try to straighten my back out, that kind of thing. But for me, if I'm moving around, can get out, cut a little wood, go do something else, go work in the yard a bit, go work in the shop a bit. I just got to keep changing my jobs, and that keeps me going. So yeah, this just helps. Very, very, very nice to have a design like this. I've been burning firewood all my life, but not living off grid like I am now 100%. It's just it's a little different, but I just thought about all the easiest ways I could set things up so that it'd make it easier for me. And you know, every month or so, something else comes to mind that can just help, or different things, little things, hard on the back. It'd be nice if I had a turn the key. This one, if it's running good, man, that Tundra, she sometimes in the fall it's pain or whatever, but generally I can pump the primer and know the weather, temperatures, different things, and you start first pull or second pull. So it's not bad, but still hard on the arms, hard on the back, twisting like that. So, but we just get her done. We're gonna get this done so I can stay nice and warm over the next week, and then you guys will be seeing me out breaking trail into my other wood patch. I got lots of trees picked out there. I was actually out there with the quad, puttered around a little bit this summer and moved some logs out of the way and stuff like that. So part of the trail, unless the more blew down in the wind, but I got part of the trail broke open, and part of the trail I got to cut across here, and it's a couple miles, but there's a half a mile or so through a big slew, cattails, willows, stuff like that. So that wasn't enough frost, not enough snow, still hardly enough snow, but we're hoping to get a little snow in a couple days. So if we can get another 2-3 inches, that'll help push that grass down a little bit, and then I'm out there. You'll see me out there. So if it don't snow right away, you're gonna see me out there anyway. So gotta get out. When the weather warms back up after this cold snap, we'll be back at her a little at a time. So follow along. I'll show you what we got here. Ginger, you want to help? No, but we'll get her chucked in. Now I don't stack it straight when I'm close, just taken from the woodshed. Just gonna try and get this done. Getting late in the day, I just got the other skidoo running so I can move it and drag the yard a little bit here, level it, smooth it a little more. And it sounds like we got some snow coming in the forecast, so just gonna get the wood box filled up and go through this cold snap and hope for another 3-4 inches of snow. There, so I tried to show you from the inside a couple times, a little dark, but as from the outside you can see I cut my wood about 15 inches long. Some of it 14, some of it 13, but maximum 16 will fit in my stove. But right down the bottom is a little narrower, so when the ashes are all cleaned out I can only put like 15.5, where it sits at a little bit of an angle. Still burns, but I originally had a homemade stove I built myself the first 4 or 5 years here, and so I made this wood box this size so I could put 2 rows of wood in it, fill it all the way up. And then the stove I have now that I rebuilt, manufactured a little different, modified it, fixed it up so it'll make it safer and burn better. And it does burn better, very efficient. And if you watch any of my videos, and I put round wood, some split wood, and it'll burn 14 hours, no problem. But I fill this wood box up, it'll last me 12 days at 30 to 40 below even. It'll still last me 12 days. And so, but yeah, my wood's got a little shorter. The stove I had built for in here before, I could actually put 18-inch wood in it. So that's why I built this box like I did, you know, basically 4 feet square, 4 feet by 40 inches. So, and the wood stove's right on the other side of that wall, and the door to take the wood out from the inside and put it in there is right there. So you kind of just put your feet, spread your feet a little bit, grab a block of wood, you don't have to move your feet, put it straight in the stove. I have a little platform to lift the stove up a little bit so I didn't have to bend over as much, makes it nicer. So little things you do when you got back issues, and make it simple. Oh boy, I got fooling around out here this fall and put a couple of blocks and a piece of plywood on my splitter. I might as well put them in the clay. Covered my splitter up, keep the rain off, and then got busy. I got to take this splitter and put it in the shop. That way I can just drag it out. I got them great big blocks that I unloaded in front of the shop, and I want to split them now with an axe. So I'm going to see if I can get it to stay in here. There's a little bit of a lip on the back. Maybe I can strap it and get it to drag behind without having a wreck. Tip it over. It's good. It's good. It's good. Well, I can just drag it over. The wheels don't roll very good in the snow when you try to move it by hand, but well, we got a handle on it. Oh yeah. I gotta move a couple things. I got done before dark here, but I got bird feed, pails, and sawhorses, and it actually fits under that counter, so you just shut you off, and next time you see the wood splitter, it should be warm. Yeah, let's try it with a a little, scrape that snow out from under it. Got a little snow on, kind of ice. But my little birds are back, so I better fill this up again. It's been empty for a bit, but they've been coming and doing some picking on the bones and stuff I put out, so we'll just get this all oh yeah, get that locked in there. There, they have a party with all these. They really like the sunflower seeds especially, but I have a little bit to pick up off the ground too because I'm clumsy. In this episode, when you turn the burner on and nothing happens, just before we start dinner, we're going to change propane bottle. Oh yeah, always make sure that I keep a full one on standby. So yeah, I always keep my 2 wrenches that I need, one for a holder and one for a, okay. It's empty, but better close it first. I don't know if you can see much there, it's just the way the light is. It's so with these style of bottles, the way I have this set up, sorry I don't have my way of showing you close up, but I just put a nipple in here, and then using the other type of hose, and this nipple has an O-ring on the end, so you can just this has to be in before it'll make any noise, do anything, but always remember with this fitting I took off here is lefty loosey righty tighty. This fitting is the other way, it's propane, so it's righty loosey. But people just forget about it and then they're there trying to fight with the bottle and get it out, but you can see there's a O-ring on the bottom. So now I'll go get this one filled up over the next few days because this usually lasts about 6 weeks. So this runs, for those of you just catching up to me, this runs my hot water tank in the cabin, and it also runs my stove, my cook stove. I quite often throw some burger on the wood stove if I'm just busy doing things. I want to get it thawing and starting to cook, but otherwise I use propane. And you can't forget, when one is empty, gotta go get it filled right away. And then you won't forget, or you'll be in the middle of supper, or in the middle of getting ready to start supper, like I just did. And then you realize you have propane and the store is closed. So always making sure you have at least a 20-pound bottle, you know, like for me, I used to just keep a 20-pounder and then I could just switch it. But that sounds good, it should be hot. So it took about that long. I'll just run in, I usually bring my Windex bottle, give it a little spray, listen, spray a little soapy water, but if it's cold, soap and water just kind of freezes right away. It's only minus 10 Celsius right now, but there, this job is done for now, another 6 weeks. So for those of you wondering, that's how I heat my hot water, and that's how I do my cooking. You just lift the top, it's kind of hinged, and you light them two down there. You can see that little pilot light right in there. If you can see it down in the hole on each side, and there's one down underneath there, but it takes me a second to get it going, so we'll just get back to cooking shortly. Okay, we got fire. Let's just turn that down a little bit, and let's get a bunch of this stuff in here. I'm going to start off with, I'm going to need about that much. So you've seen how many scoops? Let me get that chicken cut up and in there. Well, today's supper menu is going to be some chicken. And we'll get on to it and we will show you a little bit, along with all this other stuff that I've been up to. But we're going to just cut today's chicken up kind of small. Have a little more time today, not quite a big a rush doing all the other things that have to be done every day. Share some reviews and stuff like that with you guys, and I still try and do my best to show you a little of just my everyday get up here. Chicken will be washed right away. A little bit of bleach, a little bit for ginger. How many of you bleach your cutting boards right after you cut raw meat on them? Let me know in the comments. It's just something that, you know, I don't like to leave them. Wooden cutting boards, plastic cutting boards, Teflon ones. If you leave them, you know, everything just kind of starts to soak into the cracks. So I like to rinse it off with a little soap first, and then just give her a good shot of bleach, let it sit for a few minutes, and then we'll little soap and we'll clean it up. Yes, 2 nice medium-sized onions. So let's get them chopped and in the pan. Yeah, don't have to be cut up too small. We'll get that in there. Get the fire turned up a little more. And we're just going to turn in my lights. I got 2 lights on the go here, but 2 different lights. You know it. Garlic plus goes good with everything, but it goes really good with chicken. You see what I put in the pot? Ooh. This recipe, 2 cups of rice. You know, I got a couple of pots dirty already, and I might have to dirty one more before this is done. Now I just ripped apart. Nice big. So I have this all over the place. It's a pretty big head of celery, but I like celery. We're going to put all of it in there. Yeah, I'm going to up the fire. Going around a little because I have my window open. Oh, get that celery going. It'll start cooking down. Yeah, I should have started a little earlier, I guess, in the day, but I didn't. So, maybe a late supper, but I think there'll be lots. I have a few leftovers. So I'm going to throw a few of my peppers. They're hot. Oh, I don't know how many to put. I get carried away sometimes. I think these are habanero, I think. That's going to be a fairly big soup, but anyway, I keep reaching in that bag. I know it's going to get warm. Yeah, this is a bag of 2024, my carrots. Let's see how they turn out. These were actually blanched. You can tell they were blanched. In 2024 I did half blanched and half not. That's a medium Ziploc bag, and that should be enough. Stir that in there. Oh, the chicken was just starting to brown nice. Celery was starting to brown. Oh, starting to look good. Couple more ingredients to add yet. Well, that's probably enough. These are actually fairly big. They're grape tomatoes, but they're like really nice cocktail tomatoes. So we just got a fire going here. Pie under that for a little bit. We have a nice block of my chives. These are all cut up. Back to videos a couple of years ago I had lots. These are, I believe they're garlic chives. There's different types, onion chives, garlic chives. I believe these were garlic chives. They actually winter killed on me. I was giving them away to all people. I had tons of them. And just pick them, look how green they stay. It's 2 years in the freezer, 3 years in the freezer. But I think this is down to my last bag. I'll pick them off 2-3 times through the summer, and just stack them up and cut them into little pieces. And well, I put a couple onions in there to kind of get it going, but this just gives it a little more spice. Oh boy, that ever smell good. Yeah, I got my tomatoes all reduced down and some spices in there. And I like the egg noodles. I bust them up. These are the curly egg noodles. I bust them up, so I'm just going to add a few in there, not too many. Stir them in. But this is no yolk. No yolk. Yeah, always go good, so we're going to just stir them in nicely, and it won't take them long. Oh yeah, kind of got 3 pots on the go here. Oh, that one is looking good. Okay, that one on. That one on. Okay, I'm going to put that one in there. And then, you seem to make this one. That one goes in there. This is the way I usually like to make meals, because then I only have to cook every 4 or 5 days. I can cook up a big meal, or I can just have something different and just enjoy this. So we're just going to stir this up, let it simmer for a little bit, and we'll get back to it. I'm going to use this. That's going to make a nice meal. So, if you didn't watch the whole video, you're going to have to go back and watch it again to get all the ingredients that I put in here. Sure smells good, and I'm pretty sure it'll taste good. So I'm going to just sit down and enjoy. Thank you guys for all watching. Here's some chicken noodle rice soup. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, my belly is full. So these 4 of them are going to go in the freezer, and the other one we'll probably have for supper tomorrow. But I like the big pot cooking. I have a couple other containers, like maybe some deer chili or something in the freezer, so maybe that tomorrow and or the day after, and just love the leftovers.